Happy Vlogmas Day 19! So today is the 20th and I'm posting this today because I didn't have any time to film it yesterday, but I am doing a new thing. I don't know, this is a long pencil by the way. I don't know if this is a thing on YouTube or if anyone's done it, probably. I'm not that creative to come up with something new, but I'm gonna go over the things that my family do for traditions at Christmas time. It's just a sit-down video talking about some of the things that we cannot have Christmas without. I just finished finals week, so I figured I would end it with a sit-down video since there's not a time to like film a ton of fun stuff while I was doing finals week. I'm gonna get started. My dog's gonna pop up in the video multiple times. One of the first things that I have a list. I'm just gonna go through it in no particular order. So the first thing I have is that, okay, I am 22, my brother is 20. Yes, we still put out cookies for Santa because we know that Santa's not real, but like in our hearts he is, and it's just, I feel like it wouldn't feel like Christmas Eve if we didn't like put out cookies. When we were kids, we used to write him a letter and all of that stuff, but we don't really do that anymore. We just put the cookies out. A tradition that my parents have done for us from Santa when he eats the cookies since we were children, since forever, they tilt the chair, because we put it right in front of a chair at our dining room table, and they tilt the chair onto the table. So they like flip it and tilt it. I'll show you guys a picture or video from last year. But they tilt the chair to make it look like he was too fat to get out and tilted the chair over. So that's just a fun little tradition that we have that my parents do every year, and it was so funny to us when we were kids, but yep, wouldn't be the same without it. Another tradition that we do every year that you guys probably saw in my decorating our tree video is every year when we decorate our tree, we get a new ornament or two. When we were kids, it was more just fun ones, but as we got older, my mom kind of developed the plan of like, we got ornaments that were significant from the year of like, most of the time it's like firsts. So this year, I got a Magic Kingdom castle because it was the first year that we went to Disney and I got to see the Magic Kingdom fireworks show, which I sobbed at. The other thing that I got was a Christmassy like picture frame ornament, and then the picture in it is my tattoo. If you didn't know, I got my first tattoo this year. So my mom framed that and figured it would be a good first to make significant on our ornament. In the past, I've gotten a 21st birthday one, that was last year's. Also last year's was my first apartment one, like just fun stuff like that. My brother got one about our sailing trip this year. He also got one from the Kennedy Space Center because it was his first time going there and that was his favorite part from our Florida trip this year. So ornaments are just kind of a fun little thing that we do every year when we decorate the tree. So another tradition that we have is the Advent wreath and calendar. We have an Advent calendar. So the Advent wreath, if people aren't religious, they probably don't know what this is, but it's a circular thing that goes on our table that has 4 spots for candles. And you put 3 purple candles and a pink candle, and I suck as a Christian, but I should know what it all means. I could probably ask Carol. You light a new candle every Sunday of Christmas, so it's like the 4 weeks of December. So right now it's the Friday before Christmas, so we only have 3 lit right now. You do 1 purple and then 2 purple and then the pink and the purple, 2 purple, and then by Sunday we'll light all 4 of them. Our Advent calendar is so old. I mean, we've literally had this thing since I was so little. Like, it hangs on our door, and I'll insert a clip, but it hangs on our door and it's a Velcro one, and it's all about like Jesus and like the whole like manger scene and everything. The Velcro, you pull the little character out every day, it's like numbered, and then you stick it on. So we've had this for so long that me and my brother are getting kind of crazy with it, and we've just kind of been sticking everything in the most weird and random place. we get kind of a kick out of it, but that's our advent calendar. Christopher also gets lately, hasn't been like always, but and then the last like 5 years at least, he gets a Lego advent calendar every year because he's obsessed with Legos, and he has an entire Lego Christmas village, which I will insert a clip of. So that's kind of his little thing, but not necessarily mine. So another tradition that I know a lot of people have, including us, is getting PJs on Christmas Eve. So every Christmas Eve, we open one present, it's always PJs, and we get to wear them that night and then have new PJs too. Yeah, it's basically self-explanatory. Another thing that we do on Christmas Eve, we open our PJs, we go put them on, and then every Christmas, my dad reads us "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." It's just always been a thing. In the past, my dad hasn't necessarily read it. Me and my brother have acted it out, which is super weird, but yeah, every Christmas Eve, that book has to be read in some way or another. All right, another tradition that we have that we do every Christmas Eve is we go to church. We normally go to the 4 or the 7 o'clock mass. We go to the same church we've been going to since I was little. I did my first communion there and all the fun stuff. But it's very important to understand why we have Christmas, and that it was from the birth of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, and we just gotta, you know, take the time on Christmas Eve to go and do that to recognize that that's why we get Christmas in the first place. Another tradition that we have every year, and this is because of my mom, is to watch Charlie Brown's Christmas episode. My mom is obsessed with Charlie Brown. This isn't only Christmas. We have to watch Charlie Brown for Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas. It's a big freaking deal. We have to watch it. My mom still laughs at it. I mean, I swear she's seen it. How old is she? 61? She's seen it 61 times or more, but we still have to watch it every year, and she still thinks it's hilarious every year. It's so funny. Another tradition that we have is that my grandparents come over every Christmas. I know some people do like grandparent Christmases early, or, you know, they go to different houses on Christmas, but every Christmas has always been at my house, so it's always here. Our big Christmas dinner is always here, and my grandparents always come here. So in the past, they have driven here and then they stay overnight on Christmas night, yeah, just to hang out and like spend time with them. But now that they're a lot older, they can't drive all the way here, even though it's only like a half hour. It's just too long for them. So we go pick them up and then we bring them back home on Christmas. They also don't like to spend the night with us, just for safety reasons. They like to be home, so no problem with that. But we always have our grandparents here for Christmas dinner and to spend part of Christmas Day with us. Some Christmas Day traditions that we always do is my mom makes her amazing coffee cake. It puts like icing on, oh my god, it's just so good. So I'll insert a clip of it, but because she has already made it for this year, but it doesn't have the icing on it. She won't do that till later because she's freezing the cake until the day we need it. Christmas morning would not be the same without my mom's coffee cake. I mean, it's just so freaking good. I can't stand it. Another Christmas tradition that we have is to get up early. So I know most people, when they grow up, they stop getting up early for gifts and being excited like you are as a kid, but we still get up early. It wouldn't feel the same to like sleep in on Christmas. What? In the past, it's been I get up because I'm way too excited and wake my brother up, and I feel like it's still that way. A few Christmases he's gotten me up. Mostly the last few years specifically, I get my parents and my brother a little stocking stuffer surprise, and my mom stuffs all of our stockings. So I set my alarm normally for like between 5 and 5:30. And I come down and I put all of the fun little goodies that I give in their stockings, and then I go wake up my brother, and then we come downstairs and we check out the stuff that's peeking out of our stockings and look at all the gifts under the tree and look at Santa's cookies and all that stuff, and then we go wake up my parents between 5:45 and 6. We say we're gonna let them sleep in and we never do. but it literally would not feel like Christmas without doing that. So that's one of our traditions we have to do, is get the heck up early. Another Christmassy tradition that we have around the holidays, it's not necessarily like on Christmas or Christmas Eve, but we go see The Magic of Christmas, which is the Portland Symphony Orchestra does a huge Christmas show, and we go every year. I mean, we've been going for probably at least 8 years at this point. It's so beautiful the way they put it together, and the music is just amazing. So my brother's very particular about us going every year, so that's something that we do. This is happening this weekend, so that will probably be in a vlog. But yeah, very excited to see that again this year with they have a new conductor, so it should be interesting to see the difference between the past years and this year. So the last tradition that I have to share with everybody is something that I don't think many people do, if anybody at all, because it's our thing, but it's very few, is all of our gifts have clues on them. So whenever we write our tags with our names on it, we also write a clue, and they get very hard. Like it's not like, I don't know, some of them are easy because there's no, you can't just come up with something else, but like I'm trying to think of years past ones. Like in the past I got Ugg boots and my mom wrote something about a camel because that's the color they were. Like it just, weird things like that. It's a huge part of our Christmas is clues, and we get to read them when we put all of the gifts under the tree at the same time, because we also don't do that. We don't put any gifts under the tree until Christmas Eve. We bring them all down all at once, and it's fun to just kind of read some of the clues and think about them overnight. It's normally really hard to figure them out. My dad's are hilarious because it's always like a lamp and it says to light up your life, like something super stupid, but we get a kick out of it, and it's kind of fun to look at your gift before you open it and try to guess what it is. My mom gets really mad when we actually guess it right. She's like, come on. That's basically all of the really specific traditions that we do every year. I would love if you guys have traditions that you do, if you want to share, to comment them down below. That would be super cute. I would love to read them because I know everybody's Christmases are so different between families and, different life situations and whatever. But if there's some traditions that you cannot live without on Christmas, let me know what they are. I'm very interested. But there's only 5 days until Christmas, which is insane. But I got to go edit this and get this posted for y'all today. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing some of the things that my family does every year, and if you see them in the vlogs, like, you know why, and that they're very important to all of us. So I'm gonna go now. I hope you guys are preparing for the last weekend before Christmas and spending time with family, and hopefully finals are over for everybody and you did well on them if you're in college, and public schools are almost out, so if you're in high school, middle school, whatever, like, hope those go good and you can get the heck out of school and be on vacation, which is so nice for everybody. But I will see you guys later. I'm filming today for tomorrow's vlog, so you'll see me in the same outfit in 2 vlogs in a row. But hope you guys are having a good day. Like, subscribe, comment, all the things, you know what to do. But I'll see you later. Bye!